The Galactic Council Chamber was a vast hall of grandeur, filled with representatives from the most powerful civilizations across the known universe. Towering beings of varying forms and sizes sat in the massive crescent-shaped seating arrangement, their translucent screens hovering before them, displaying live feeds of Earth, its technological advancements, and its bloody history of conflict. The hum of whispered conversations and data streams filled the chamber, but the center of attention was focused on the elevated podium where Ambassador Vrax of the Xelari Dominion stood. Vrax, a towering reptilian figure with piercing golden eyes, exuded confidence as he addressed the council, his voice a low, predatory growl that resonated throughout the chamber. Honorable council members, I bring before you the most pressing threat to our dominion, the humans of Earth. Murmurs rippled through the assembly. High Counselor Arlon, an elder of the Elythian race with luminous, blue-hued skin, leaned forward, his expression wary. Ambassador Vrax, humanity is but a fledgling species. Their reach is confined to their solar system. What justification do you have for labeling them as a threat? Vrax's scaly lips curled into a sneer as he gestured towards the holographic displays. Images of human wars, nuclear explosions, and violent conflicts flashed across the screens. They are reckless, aggressive, and prone to self-destruction. If left unchecked, their rapid technological advancements will pose a grave threat to the balance of power in the galaxy. We must strike now, before they expand beyond their fragile world. A representative from the Valtor Prime system, a cephalopod-like being, spoke with a measured tone. Their wars are among themselves. They have yet to demonstrate hostility toward the greater galactic community. Vrax slammed his clawed hand against the podium. For now. But what happens when they look beyond their own planet? They have already begun mining their neighboring worlds, developing weapons that rival our own. Their history is a testament to their nature. They conquer, they exploit, and they will not stop until they dominate. High Counselor Arlon exchanged glances with his advisors. There is another way. We can extend an offer of peace, of unity. Let them see that they are not alone, that cooperation is the path to prosperity. Vrax scoffed. Peace? They know only war. Mark my words, Counselor, if we hesitate, they will see it as weakness. They will strike, and by then, it will be too late. Silence settled over the chamber as the council members pondered the weight of his words. The display changed again, showing Earth's growing fleet of warships, sleek and powerful, equipped with advanced weaponry reverse-engineered from alien technology discovered decades ago. A low hum reverberated through the chamber as a vote was called. The council members tapped their screens, their decisions locked in one by one. Arlon sighed deeply, watching the results unfold before him. The majority had sided with Vrax. Arlon shook his head. This is a grave mistake. Humanity's strength is not in their technology, but in their resolve. Attack them, and they will never stop hunting you. Vrax smirked, his eyes gleaming with arrogance. Then let them come. We will crush them before they have the chance. As the council adjourned, Arlon lingered, his gaze fixed on the images of Earth's cities, bustling with life and ambition. He whispered to himself, they were warned and soon, they will learn the price. The Earth fleet hung in orbit around their home planet, a dazzling array of sleek, heavily armed warships, their hulls gleaming under the glow of the distant sun. Within the flagship USS Resolute, Admiral Carter stood at the command center, his eyes locked on the tactical display. The fleet was ready. Humanity was ready. They're coming, Lieutenant Kim said from her station, her voice tense but controlled. The alien fleet, a terrifying armada of sleek and predatory vessels, was moving into the solar system with ominous precision. Admiral Carter exhaled slowly, his gaze unwavering. They think we're weak. They're about to find out just how wrong they are. The Xelari Dominion ships, an amalgamation of jagged organic and mechanical designs, shimmered as they approached Mars' outer orbit. Tactical projections indicated their primary targets, Earth's orbital defense stations and key industrial colonies on Luna. Incoming transmission from the Xelari flagship, Communications Officer Patel announced. Carter straightened. Put it through. The screen flickered to reveal Ambassador Vrax's reptilian visage, smug and assured. Humans, you were warned. Surrender now, and your extinction will be swift. Carter leaned in, his voice calm but cutting. We don't surrender. We survive. And we fight. You made the wrong choice, Vrax. Vrax bared his fangs in a sneer, cutting the transmission abruptly. A moment later, the alien fleet surged forward, their energy weapons igniting the darkness of space. All ships, defensive formation Delta, Carter barked. Let them come to us. The human fleet maneuvered with astonishing precision. Missiles streaked through the void, railguns thundered, and laser beams sliced through the darkness. The first wave of Xelari ships crumbled under the relentless onslaught, their once impenetrable shields buckling under the coordinated strikes. Lieutenant Kim's hands flew over the controls. Enemy forward squadrons neutralized. Moving to secondary targets, Carter allowed himself a grim smile.
Good.
Keep up the pressure. Inside the Xelari command vessel, Vrax snarled at his officers. Impossible. They fight like predators. How are they adapting so quickly? Their tactics, they're unpredictable. Adapting on the fly, one of his lieutenants stammered. They are relentless. Back on the Resolute, a critical alert blared through the command deck. Multiple bogies on intercept course, Patel reported. They're targeting Earth directly. Carter's jaw tightened. Deploy the orbital defense grid and scramble interceptors. They won't get past us. The battle raged on. The human forces holding firm, their technological ingenuity and strategic tenacity driving back the superior numbers of the Xelari. The battle turned chaotic, but slowly, the tide shifted. As Carter watched another Xelari battleship erupt in a violent explosion, he spoke, more to himself than anyone else. They underestimated us, and now they'll pay the price. The remnants of the Xelari fleet began to retreat, limping away from the relentless pursuit of the human ships. Cheers erupted across the command deck, but Carter remained stern.
We're not done yet, he said.
Pursue them. Let them know we'll never stop. The remnants of the Xelari fleet drifted through the void, their once proud warships reduced to smoldering hulks of twisted metal and shattered hopes. The aftermath of the battle with humanity had left them battered and humiliated. Those who had survived the devastating assault now faced the cold, empty expanse of space with nowhere to hide. On board the crippled Xelari command ship Veractal, Ambassador Vrax stood in the dimly lit war chamber, his face etched with disbelief and frustration. The flickering holograins displayed the relentless pursuit of human forces, their ships cutting down Xelari stragglers without hesitation. His once assured victory had crumbled into a desperate attempt to flee. Status report. Vrax snarled, his sharp talons digging into the console before him. An exhausted Xelari officer struggled to maintain composure. Our remaining fleet has suffered critical losses, Ambassador. The humans, they are hunting us down one by one. Every safe harbor we attempt to reach is already compromised. Vrax slammed his fist onto the console, his reptilian eyes narrowing with fury. They should have been weak. They should have scattered in fear. A low, grave voice interrupted his tirade. High Counselor Arlon's holographic image materialized, his expression grave. You were warned, Ambassador. You did not listen. Vrax bared his teeth in frustration. What would you have had me do? Sit idly while they grew stronger? He gestured to the carnage on the screen. I was protecting our Dominion. Arlon's expression remained impassive. And now you have condemned it. Humanity is not like the other species we have conquered. They adapt, they endure, and most dangerously, they remember. You did not defeat them, Vrax. You forged them into something stronger. The ship's emergency alarms blared, interrupting their exchange. The communications officer shouted, "Human vessels inbound." They're locking weapons. Vrax's eyes widened. Initiate evasive maneuvers, he barked, but it was too late. A barrage of precision strikes ripped through the Veractal, tearing through its weakened hull. The ship shuddered violently, power surging and failing in rapid succession. In the darkness of space, a sleek human destroyer loomed, its weapons glowing ominously. From within, Admiral Carter watched the destruction unfold with cold precision. Target neutralized, Lieutenant Kim confirmed, her tone devoid of emotion. Carter leaned back in his chair, his expression hard.
Good.
But we're not done. Send a message to their remaining fleet. Surrender, or we hunt them to the edge of the galaxy. A murmur of agreement echoed through the command bridge. Humanity had endured the first strike, and now they were delivering their answer with ruthless efficiency. Back aboard the Xelari ship, chaos reigned. Fires raged, crew members scrambled, and Vrax fell to his knees as the realization of his failure set in. Arlon's hologram flickered one last time. You should have listened, Vrax. Now, your legacy will be one of ruin. With a final, violent explosion, the Varictal was consumed by fire, its wreckage drifting silently into the endless void. On Earth, the news of humanity's victory spread like wildfire. Celebrations erupted across cities, but deep within military command centers, leaders knew the war was far from over. Carter stood before a war council, his voice resolute. They thought they could break us. They thought we were weak. But we will show them that humanity does not surrender. We will hunt them until they understand the price of their arrogance. As he spoke, fleets of human warships mobilized, heading toward distant Xelari worlds, ready to finish what had begun. Humanity had been underestimated for too long. Now they were the hunters. The screen displayed the chilling message. They were warned. The price of attacking humanity